Mike Pachelli here. Thanks for tuning in. For this lesson, I'll be talking about the Beatles' recording of I'm Happy Just to Dance With You that they did in March of 1964. Now, the third Beatles album was to be all originals, no covers. George Harrison was writing a song called You Know What to Do, but it wasn't quite ready yet. So once again, John and Paul got together to write a song for George to sing, because they wanted him to have a song in their very first film. And about that, Paul has said, "We wrote I'm Happy Just to Dance With You for George in the film. It was a bit of a formula song. We knew that in E, if you went to an A-flat minor, you could always make a song with those chords. That change pretty much always excited you. This is one of these. Certainly, Do You Want to Know a Secret was. This one, anyway, was a straight co-written song for George. We wouldn't have actually wanted to sing it because it was a bit... The ones that pandered to the fans, in truth, were our least favorite songs, but they were good. They were good for the time. The nice thing about it was to actually pull a song off on a slim little premise like that, a simple little idea. It was songwriting practice." March 1st, 1964, the Beatles are at EMI's Studio 2, and it's the first time they recorded on a Sunday. It was also the last day available for them to record songs for their upcoming movie. They do 3 takes of the song just playing their instruments, and then on the 4th take, George decided to sing live, and that was the rhythm track that they ended up keeping. Even though Ringo seems unfamiliar with the arrangement, and he's a bit confused about where to put the accents. Then they do overdubs, which was George double-tracking his lead vocal, and John and Paul doing those background vocals, and then Ringo overdubbed what they say is an Arabian drum. It was mixed on March 3rd, and then they also recorded it July 17th at BBC Paris studios, and George got to sing it live during their British tour from October 9th to November 10th. It was released June 26, 1964 on the United Artists Recording Soundtrack album and on July 10th in the UK. So that's the backstory. Let's get started. John Lennon is playing his Rickenbacker 325 on I'm Happy Just to Dance With You. I have mine going through a 1964 Fox AC30. There's an 8-bar intro, and you'll need these chords. A C-sharp minor, but when you play the C-sharp minor, lift up your first finger so the E string rings out. You get 2 E's. Then you'll need an F-sharp minor to a G-sharp. You'll also need an A-sixth, a B-sixth, an E-sixth, and a regular B. So it sounds like this. 3, 4. Let me do that slow for you so you'll get a better understanding. 3, 4. Okay, now for the verses, you'll need an E played like this, to the G sharp minor, F sharp minor, to a B. That repeats. Then you'll need an A to an F sharp minor, an E down here, C sharp minor, A, B augmented, E, and this B. So nice and slow, and the rhythm is basically 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. Very slow. So closer to speed, that would sound like this. 3, 4. Verse 2 is exactly the same, except at the ending, after the A to the B augmented, after you just stay on the E. Okay? Now, the first refrain, the chords, let's see, goes from C sharp minor, F sharp minor, G sharp, just like the intro. Again. Yeah, exact same chords as the intro. And the rhythm is like this. Relatively slow, 3, 4. Got that? All right. Verse 3, pretty much back to the same rhythm that we were doing before. Slowly. And that time on the E, he hits this E. And then we are to refrain 3, which would be slightly different rhythm. Now it's this, very slowly. Refrain 3 is. Differences on that third refrain is it's a regular A, bar A, then the E up here. Charts and tabs will make it so much clearer than I can say it or play it. But we're into verse 4, and the rhythm is like this on verse 4. 3, 4. Now he's up to this A, like a bar A. And then it's coming to the ending part, which is a little different, and it's on C sharp minor with the open E's like this. 3, 4. Charts and tabs will make it clearer than I could say it or play it, but that's John's part on I'm Happy Just to Dance With You. George is playing his Gretsch Country Gentleman on I'm Happy Just to Dance With You. This is a country classic, and I'm plugged into a 1964 Vox AC30, close mic'd and room mic'd. Since he's singing, during the verses his parts are a lot simpler than John's, mostly just, eighth note strumming, which I'll show you momentarily. And on the intro refrain, he uses pretty much the same chords except the very first C sharp minor. George plays up here. And then he plays the F sharp minor to the G sharp. That happens twice. Then the third C sharp minor, George plays here. To the F sharp minor, G sharp, A sixth, B sixth, E sixth, and a straight B. So that intro of George's sounds like this. 3, 4. Okay, during the verses, let's see, same chords as John's, an E, G sharp minor, F sharp minor, B, that repeats, and then you get A bar, F sharp minor, E, C sharp minor, A, B augmented, E, and this B. So again, the verse for George's part is less syncopated, just pretty much straight eighth notes like this. 3, 4. Because he's singing, he kept it a lot simpler. That repeats twice, and then just like the John's part, when it goes to the on the second verse where it goes to the A to the B augmented, you just stay on E. Then for refrain 2, play like this. Let's see, same chords as the intro, except at the end you'll need a B7. You'll need this, but it only played up to the B note, second string. But on the refrain, George plays like this. Like that. Okay, and then let's see, verse 3, same thing, just straight eighth notes, played like this. 3, 4. Ends up on a first position E. And then refrain, which is refrain 3, 3, 4. This last measure, it's kind of like there's a couple of ghost notes. Very slowly it would be like something like that. Then verse 4, more of the same strumming. 3, 4. Then going into the end, George plays it like this. Charts and tabs will make it clearer than I can say it or play it, but that's what George does on I'm Happy Just to Dance With You. I put it together in a sound alike, and the extra tom-tom, floor tom-tom actually, which is kind of like the Arabian drum, I guess, is played by my son, Miles, and we tuned the floor tom-tom up to a B to get kind of the sound that is on the record, so have a look at this.
Before this dance is through, I think I love you too. I'm so happy when you dance with me. I don't wanna kiss or hold your hand. If it's funny, try and understand. There is really nothing else I'd rather do, 'cause I'm happy just to dance with you. I don't need to hug or hold you tight. I just wanna dance with you all night. In this world there's nothing I would rather do, 'cause I'm happy just to dance with you. Just to dance with you is everything I need. Before this dance is through, I think I love you too. I'm so happy when you dance with me. If somebody tries to take my place, let's pretend we just can't see his face. In this world there's nothing I would rather do, 'cause I'm happy just to dance with you. Just to dance with you is everything I need. Before this dance is through, I think I love you too. I'm so happy when you dance with me. Let's pretend we just can't see his face. In this world there's nothing I would rather do. I've discovered I'm in love with you. Oh, 'cause I'm happy just to dance with you. Oh, oh, oh.
Well, now you see how the guitar parts fit together for this great little rocker. I suggest you download the charts and tabs at MikePachelli.com, learn both parts, play along with my sound alike, and you'll get it just like the Beatles. And I really appreciate your consideration in supporting my work that way. So have fun playing this great old song, because that's what playing the guitar should be all about. I'm Mike Pachelli. Thanks for hanging out with me.